Okay, hello everyone. I'm just going to make a new profile. Shots fired marathon. And well, it doesn't do the end, but the timer will start after I skip this cutscene. I will count to 0. So 3, 2, 1, 0, go. Yeah, the run has started. So I hope that everything is working. If I could get the quick confirmation, that would be great. But this is Splinter Cell Any Percent V1, and V1 is the PC version of the game, PlayStation 3 and Xbox. And V2 is PlayStation 2 and GameCube.
Der Raum ist absolut sauber.
Lambert.
Schön, dich zu sehen.
And V1 has some level difference compared to V2.
Was ich wissen darf und was nicht.
Das liegt in der Natur der Sache.
Also, I'm sorry, but Matt, if you could please tell me in the Discord if I'm actually live, because I don't have the stream open.
Du wirst uns mehr Daten senden.
I have to quickly jump in. I hope everything is okay. Anyway, I will keep commentating. So you will notice the game is in German. Okay, perfect, thank you. The game is in German. That's because German has the fastest version of the game on average. It's 12 seconds faster than English. Throughout the whole full game run, it's the fastest version. So this is any percent V1, which means that I have to play the game as quickly as possible without any restrictions. I am allowed to quick save and quick load as well. Just to quickly get into that, when you quick save during a dialogue and then quick load, it saves the dialogue, like it skips the dialogue file and you actually skip the dialogue. So this is how we're going to skip a bunch of dialogue throughout the game. But the training is a bit different, because during the dialogue in the training, Sam freezes up, and the dialogue skips are a bit more finicky. You have to spam quick save and quick load a bunch so it works. But for now, we just have to look at a bunch of lights. And after that, we'll still have to listen to Lambert, and then we can continue. Alright, you will see the first dialogue skip coming up when I jump onto that ledge. Let me see if quick save works, yes. So you will see me spam quick save, and then quick save and quick load, so I skip the dialogue. It's a bit finicky, as I said before, and I am likely to fail a few. Also, instead of going through this whole parkour, we actually get into the first trick of the game right away by jumping up here. There we go. And going out of bounds. Great. So tricky jump up here. Let's see if I can get it. Yes, perfect. Alright, there's another dialogue skip right here. Spam quick save and then quick save, quick load, and then we go through here. So that was the first section of training. Now we get into the second one. It has a bunch of dialogue skips, I believe 11. There's the first one right here, which I got perfect. And I'm going to talk about some details that you see that I haven't explained yet very soon. First of all, this is lockpicking. The sequence is always the same. In this case, WSD. I just have to spam it until one lock is done and get to the next button. What you see me here is the crouch spam, which I'm going to explain later. And the door codes also always the same. I just memorize them and I quickly enter them. Another dialogue skip. Perfect. That was one of the longer ones. And I have the interaction bound to my mouse wheel down, which allows me to quickly interrogate people, which you saw me do to the previous guard in front of the door code. And it allows me to quickly interact with objects, like this door, for instance, coming up. I just scroll down and it instantly opens it. So that was another dialogue skip. That was the longest one. I'm glad I got it. Over here, there's a camera. There are two types of camera. This is the thick one. You cannot shoot it, but you can shoot the light so it doesn't see you. And then there's the thin ones, which you see right here. You can actually shoot those. Alright. You can be in the view of the camera for a very short time before they actually see you. I don't know how long, maybe half a second or something. I didn't get this dialogue skip, but that's fine. That's to be expected. That's a short one, so it's completely okay. I already got the long ones. So now I just run through the shadows so that the camera doesn't see me, and then we go to the next room. Another dialogue skip, perfect. Now we have to grab this guy and then hide his body. I will just knock him out in the shadow, which is the fastest way. That is to my knowledge.
Okay.
And the way the body checks work in this game is that if you look at the bottom right, there is this bar, which is all the way to the left right now. That means I'm very hidden. Any body that is to the left of the second bar looking from the left is hidden. And the way the game checks for it is when you pass certain triggers in the map, the game checks if all bodies are hidden or not. They have to be to the left of that light bar. There's also some dialogue skips here, and this is a sound room. I cannot make noise. So this is the crouchment that you see me do here. And this, what this does is, it allows me to not make any noise while going fast. And the way it works is that when you switch between the animations, Sam doesn't do a full step. Whenever you do a full step, there is sound. So by just alternating between crouch and uncrouch, there is just no sound. And yeah, this is a cutscene.
Ja, Mann. Kannst es bestimmt nicht erwarten, wieder in den Einsatz zu gehen, was?
I don't actually know if shots fired as donations, I'm sorry. I had to jump in very briefly. That's very spontaneous. But I don't know actually. I just keep commentating, I guess, I'm sorry. So, we are getting into the first actually story relevant mission of the game, which is police station. And we start by rolling into this crawl space. And instead of taking the pipe here, which takes a while, we just do a tricky jump here. Ta-da. And then we enter a burning building. And instead of going through the whole burning building, we actually do a skip. And I believe this is the hardest one in the game in terms of inputs. So I will have to line up for it, and I might actually miss it. Let's see. I have to do a perfect lineup. Actually, first try, that's amazing. This trick is really difficult. So you see, I jumped through the fire there, and I took a lot of damage, and I'm still going through the smoke, even taking more damage. If you look at my health bar in the middle right there, I have no health left, so for the rest of the level, this is a bit Monka-esque. So I just have to gamble on RNGs that these guys don't kill me. But I alert this guy, kill him quickly so he doesn't kill me. Then his friend opens the door and I shoot him in the head. Because while he's opening the door, he's going for an animation, and during the animation he cannot actually shoot me. Alright, another door code, 091772.
Und die CIA hat das nicht gewusst? Doch. Schön, dass Sie es uns gesagt haben. Sein Implantat hat sich 6 Stunden nach seinem Tod deaktiviert.
Alright. We crouch and just bump into that wall, which kinda pushes us away. But what that does is actually negates fall damage. Normally I would have died there, especially if you look at my health. But by doing that, it just nullifies the fall damage entirely. No! This section is a bit tricky. I do a very precise jump of this, well, edge there. I'll alert these guards. And they jump up here, and their friend also comes to check for me. They're all distracted, I just run past them. And I'm glad I got it, because that section is actually kind of tricky. Alright. Now we have to go through that gate, but in order to open it, we have to hack this computer. Then there's a guard coming out, but usually you can just sneak past him like this. Perfect. Alright, now there are 2 guards. Technically 3, but 2 I have to worry about. But the strat is, I'm going to shoot this light. Then I stun this guy by punching him once. Then I shoot the wall behind this guy, which distracts him, and I can run past him. And reminder, if you look at my health, 1 shot and I'm instantly dead. Over here I do a bit of parkouring, which saves a bit of time. Just jump at the door frame, actually missed it, but it's fine. I'll just do the other way. Then we hit the low trigger. Alright. So this is the last section of this level, the 3rd one. We just jump and roll behind this guy. alert him. And before he can react, he's already dead.
Was war das?
You have to make sure to punch this guy
Wer ist das denn?
before he hits the alarm. Right there. Because he would call a friend, like a god. And then the god would instant kill me because, again, I have no HP.
Jemand hat die Implantate herausgeschickt.
Alright.
Was machen wir jetzt?
Wenn Sie den Implantaten folgen.
Over here, you see the door in the background. I take a specific movement here and then roll up the stairs casually. So about the door, this is where you have to go at the end of the level, but first I have to hack this computer. And I took the specific movement there because that makes it way more likely for the door to be open at the end of the level, so I don't have to open it myself. So if I did it correctly and if I got lucky, the door should be open now. And I can go straight to the end. If not, I will have to open it, which is a minimal time loss. And yeah, door is open. Perfect. So this is Defense Ministry. Starts with a bit of parkouring.
Wie finde ich ihn?
And when I enter this building, there is a guard coming in here, and I just zoom past him.
Wer?
Now I have to go to the basement for a mission objective. I have to interrogate the driver.
Also halte ich mich vom Hof fern.
Just something I have to do to continue the mission.
Wir haben für diesen Einsatz immer noch keine Genehmigung von oberster Stelle. Ein Fehltritt. Und die
You
Mission
will see me do an IM manipulation here. I shoot the wall, or the pillar rather, which makes the driver run towards the alarm, which is in my direction, so I just grab him. And I knock him out in a very specific location, where he's barely hidden. Because if I get one alarm in this level, the mission will end. Maybe I missed it, and I lose a lot of time, but hopefully not. So this guy's behavior is random, but right now he just didn't see me. I just ran past him, so that's perfect. It's good luck, actually. Otherwise, I would have had to shoot him, most likely. Alright. I really hope the body is well hidden. Also, you will see that the guards are very blind in this game. I will have to turn off the light so he doesn't see me. And what I just equipped here is a one-way lockpick, which allows me to quickly open the door instead of doing the lockpick sequence manually. And if I didn't hide the body well enough, I will get an alarm here. I did not get the alarm, but Mrs. Driver is hidden very well. And we're saving time. It's nice. Now we storm the kitchen, turn off the lights. There's a guard opening the door, we just headshot him. And there's some Super Mario strats here. Just imagine these guys are Goombas and we just jump on their heads. Like this. Now when I hack this computer, there's a high ranked officer coming down. And I take that shot so the officer is alerted. He will run for the alarm you see right there in the middle of the screen right now. Well, I hide this body. And I need the officer to hack this retina scan. Like, I need his eyes. So I'm just gonna grab him when he goes for the alarm. I conveniently grab him, saving a lot of time compared to the casual strat, and push him in here. And the other guy in the background is ignoring him. He's chilling. He's pretending he didn't see anything, which is clever, because Sam would probably obliterate him, I don't know. So I'm taking out the laser mic here, which allows me to listen to conversation, which I have to do here. I have to listen to these two guys. I can skip a lot of the dialogue except for the last line. So I'm going to quick save and quick load a lot to just skip the lines that I don't need. There we go. Sometimes this trick fails and I have to revert and then try again and then it works. I have no idea why. But now it's fine, it actually worked. But sometimes the mission fails when you do that. I really don't know why. No one knows why. And then we go to the next section. Okay, now over here there's an elevator coming down. You see it's in 7th floor, it's coming all the way down. Instead of going to the menu, which freezes the game and slows down the elevator, I go around the corner, peek around the corner and pull out the gun. I can take the gun out very quickly like this, without having to menu. So this is why I never take the elevator. You never know if there's an American spy waiting for you on the other side. Very scary. And now in the next section, I'm actually going to do a strat that I don't do in any person, but it looks amazing for a marathon, so I'm going to do that instead. It doesn't lose much time, but it looks much cooler. Just a few seconds, I believe, or several seconds, I don't know. It's worth it. So, What I do here, I track this guard's attention. Then I enter the door code. And when the guard is entering the door code, I actually punch him through the glass. And because he was entering the door code, he gets stuck now forever. That's actually a thing. When he's entering the code, just punch him and he gets stuck. And the additional thing that makes it even look cooler is I can punch him through the glass. Alright, now I have to go down here. Quickly take out this guy. Now skip a bunch of dialogue here. And in the casual playthrough, during this dialogue, there is a wave of 3 enemies spawning in the staircase to the left there. But by skipping the dialogue, I actually skipped the wave entirely. I would have to fight here in the casual playthrough, but now I'm just chilling. There's no enemies. Just speedrun strats. I open the door here because I have to go there anyway. And what I'm doing here is I have to wait for the dialogue so I can hack the computer again. Because as I said, in the casual playthrough, I would have to fight. So the game assumes you're fighting now. And I'll wait for Lambert to start talking before I can hack the computer again. Alright. Now we see... you see that I'm skipping 2 very long dialogues. That's because you cannot talk to NPCs while there's people talking. And by skipping the 2 long lines, the audio lines up perfectly, so it's all finished by the time we get to the end. And to finish the level, I have to talk to a guy. So by not having anyone talk at this point, I'm saving time. There we go. Now this is mission number 4, I believe. Yes, it's number 4. This is all refinery. It starts with a decent chunk of parkouring, I would say. Just some quick maneuvering. Yeah, nothing too interesting. There is a tiny trick jump coming up. Right here. There we go. Saves a bit of time. And then we roll into the pipe here. And you will see me having the gun drawn out. That's because if I walk normally, I will show it to you. I walk like this. And with the gun out, I'm walking diagonally. I'm actually faster by a tiny bit. So speed strats. Take the gun out and walk like that. Now we just go into the next trigger. There we go. Now, this section is very interesting in my opinion. In the way it works. You see this technician with his briefcase, right? To end the level, we need that briefcase. But there is a small gotcha in there. The thing is, the game will actually switch that model with another technician. It looks exactly the same later in the level. So I can't just shoot this guy and take his briefcase. It won't end the level. We'll actually just fail it. I just have to chase him for now, and then at the end I can get his briefcase when his model gets switched over. But for now I just did the speedrun jump, I guess. I'm not supposed to be here. Now wait for this guy's friends to be far enough away and I punch him. Knock him out right away. And now we start the trigger cutscene here on the corner. This is part of the game, don't worry. This is the Splinter Cell, not some jet fighter game. Just a cutscene, no worries. And I keep chasing these guys. Chasing, chasing, chasing. And now I'm actually lining up for a trick. I hope he doesn't see me. Okay, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to a section I'm not supposed to be in yet. And you will see why very soon. I do some AI manipulation here. By shooting that precise spot, this guard will go down the stairs ideally, if I didn't mess up. And you have to keep in mind, he's on the stairs and he's frozen there when I go down here again. So you know, you would think, wait, why would you get the guy to go on the stairs and be frozen there? It makes no sense. It will make sense soon. Trust me. At the end of the level. I will explain it. For now, I just chase this guy, grab him. Make sure to not make any sound so the technician doesn't hear me. Pull him all the way back here. Knock him out. Now keep following these guys. I activate the water here, which makes the two guards that you see there in front of the wall come check for it. And once they are around the corner, I can continue. All right. In a few seconds, the technician will start talking with the guards. And I'm gonna skip the dialogue. There we go. That makes them move earlier. Like after dialogue, they start moving. Now over here. I have to wait here. The technician and his guards will enter this building. And as soon as they have all entered the building, the technician will teleport away and another one will be teleported in and the cutscene starts playing. That's what I was referring to before. And the new technician is the one I need to kill for the briefcase. So, the question, why did I get the other guard to get frozen on the stairs is because the stairs are right around the corner there, outside of this room. And what happens here? This cutscene plays, the technician runs up the stairs, the guard is frozen there, the technician gets stuck in the guard. Like the guard actually blocks him. And this allows me to get the briefcase super early, instead of chasing him back all the way to the boat that you saw at the start of this section. I can just take the briefcase and skip dialogue, and we have finished the level. I know there's a lot of information, I'm sorry guys, but I hope that made sense. Now, we are entering the CIA building. I do some tricky parkouring. Okay. Alright, now I run for this metal detector in the middle, which will alert the guys. And there will be a bunch of guards running towards me. And this thread is kind of crazy, but it works for some reasons. I just run past them. And they don't see me. And I have successfully infiltrated the CIA building. It's stupid, but it works. It's one of the cooler to look at strats in my opinion. And now we get to the second part of CIA. We are inside now. So I should probably mention Sam Fisher, the character I'm playing as, works for the NSA and we're for the CIA, so I am not allowed to kill anyone. Keep that in mind for later. Also, I have no gun, by the way, just pointing it out. I have no gun right now. I turn off the lights so the guard doesn't see me, run past him, enter the door code. Now there is a room here, and I just skip it by going on the shelves there. And we pick up the F2000. You have the gun now. I'm not allowed to kill anyone, but it has accessories like the taser and the sticky cam, etc. And I'm going to explain those during the run, but the taser first, because I'm going to use it right now. It allows me to knock out people by just tasing them like that. There we go. Now we are entering the server room. I manipulate this guy so he doesn't hit the alarm. I just manipulate his movement. I have to hack the computer because that's the mission objective. And then get up here. Now I tased this guy that you see right there, but I want his body to be hidden, so I just shoot this light. And I just run past this guy, he doesn't see me. Also run past this guy. And now the level is one mission away from failing. But I will make some noise here so the technician doesn't hear me. This guy. I have to enter the door code here. There's a camera which doesn't see me for some reason. Now this guy will chase me hard, but he's very random. If I get unlucky, he will be right behind me here. And when that happens, I will have to turn off the light. So he doesn't see me anymore, and I'll just take the elevator to the next section. Alright. Now, this next section is very spicy.
Ich habe dir Doughertys Akte.
I know there's a lot of information in this run, but for now we just run past all the
Was
enemies.
soll ich mit Dougherty machen?
Bleib weg von ihm.
And we get to meet Doherty, which is this guy. I will actually manipulate him to run where I need him to go. So the thing is, I have to carry him to the end of the level where my friends are waiting with the van. Because carrying him is super slow, I just make him run all the way. Or as fast as possible, rather.
Sie können sich nicht verstecken.
Das Kalinatech-Gebäude.
Ich werde sie finden.
Oh Mist, die haben mich entdeckt. Die fahren
Now I do a very scary strat here, at least scary looking.
Fischer, du musst Dougherty
I shoot the light and then just sneak past this shotgun guy right next to him, and he doesn't see me.
Zigarettenpause macht. Das wird deinen Angriff erleichtern. Details
Now
auf dem
Doherty
Boxer.
opened the door for us because it's very nice, and we repay the favor by opening the door for him, like this. I take a shot in the background in the wall so that this guy gets distracted. Now I have to shoot him in the butt twice because he stopped moving, but when I shoot him again, he just starts running again. And this is as far as he goes. I have to carry him now.
X wartet bereits auf dich. Bei ihm ist Spezialagent Baxter, ein Verhörexperte.
Okay,
Die beiden haben hinter dem Laden einen Laster geparkt.
as I said before, and this gets really cool now. I am not allowed to kill anyone in this level because, you know, NSA, CIA would be weird, right? But there is a glitch. During this specific dialogue, for some reason,
Es
you can
gibt
kill
weitere
Doherty,
Komplikationen.
and it doesn't fail the mission.
CIA-Sicherheitsfuzzi labert Wikes und Baxter zu.
Wie hat er sie entdeckt?
Sie hatten sich nicht versteckt.
I killed him.
Anwesenheit ist
And what
dem
that does is, the game is in a glitch state,
Das einzige Problem sind Dougherty und ich.
Genau. Ein Spezialagent
and I can kill everyone now.
bewusstlosen Büroaffen auf der
So
Schulter
that's
dürfte
just
recht irritierend
a glitch you can
Bleib
do.
unentdeckt.
Then I drop this guy down here. Instead of going through the building, he's already dead, so I'm not losing. Like this actually saves a lot of time. Sorry, it saves a lot of time. So yeah, I don't know why, but as I said during the previous dialogue, you can kill Doherty and then you can kill everyone for the rest of the mission. Don't ask me why. I have no idea why it works, but it does, and that's kind of cool, isn't it? So now we carry this guy to the end.
Habt es also manchmal mit Menschen zu tun?
Selten, aber...
Abgefahren.
Have to knock out this guy,
Was nimmst du?
Mann, ich dachte, der Kerl
and now
geht nie
carry him
weg.
again, and this
Hat Lambert
starts
dir
the
von
ending
Sarah
dialogue.
erzählt?
Nein.
Es geht ihr gut. Der Blackout hat sie erschreckt, aber es geht ihr gut.
Alright, I can't see the
Keine
chat,
Zeit
but I
für
hope you guys are
Emotionen.
having fun with this run.
Verschwinden wir.
Danke, Wax.
I don't have the stream open.
Fischer, dein Ziel ist ein Mann namens Ivan.
We're in the mid game now. This is Kalinatech.
Sind Nikolazes Männer nervös geworden. Sie haben begonnen, Spuren zu beseitigen,
Hey, was ist das?
zu denen sie
I will
anscheinend
quickly take out these guys.
Wer ist Ivan?
einer von Nikolazes Spinnern, ein Programmierer.
Sie töten ihre eigenen Leute?
Sieht ganz
What I
so
use is an airfoil round. It stuns people, but if you shoot their head, they get knocked out. And by knocking that guy out, his two friends will distract and they don't see me, and I can just continue on. Now just do some quick headshots in succession. Alright. And I open this door while the cutscene is playing, which saves a tiny bit of time. Because I'm opening the door during the animation. And then you see this guy planting a wall mine. Which is very convenient, because... Well, that's why. I can shoot it. And now there's another guard here, which I will stun with the foil round. There we go. The ring foil stunned him. I can just run past him, go to the next section. Perfect.
Wir haben noch etwas aus Ivan herausgekitzelt.
Auf der dritten Etage.
Now there's two guards to the left, but I do a very specific movement, which will hopefully work.
Einem Wall aus Haftminen.
They actually saw me, which is
Glaubst du,
bad.
Sie verfügen über Codeschlüssel?
Wäre ein Versuch wert.
Then I take a shot at the back, and that makes the guards run towards the wall mine, which will kill at least one of them, and optimally two of them. But since I alerted the guys in the office to my left before,
In der Nähe sein.
they're right next to me now. I can hear them,
Muss noch in
but
der
it's
Nähe
fine. We improvise.
Hat sich die Gebäudedaten angesehen.
Just a quick
Die
headshot
Geschichte
and
mit
it's
der
fine.
Gasleitung hält uns auf.
Yeah, there was a wall mine here and it killed that
Du
guy.
hast nicht viel Zeit.
Okay, perfect. So, what do you do when there's fire? Roll through it, you don't take damage. I don't think this is intended, but it works. Just roll through the fire, you don't take damage. Also, I have great news for you. If you hate lockpicks, this is the last one in the whole run. Also the longest one. So now we're chilling. Alright. And you see the timer at the bottom left. You have to defuse the bomb. You can see, oh god, I don't have time. Oh no, only 2 minutes. What do I do? Oh, phew, I made it. Okay, good. So.
Gute Arbeit, Fischer. Hätte ins
Now we
Auge
knock out
gehen
this
können.
guy.
Dieser hat einen Haken.
And just headshot his friend.
Systeme gehackt. Irgendjemand hat die Stromzufuhr der Feuerschutztür
And
unterbrochen.
Du wirst die Türen also nicht
there's a
öffnen
cool
können,
strat
bis du
coming
die
up,
Quelle der Störung gefunden hast.
which is a bit random. So I have to see how it goes. These guys are scripted to come running and look for me. But if I make noise here, they kind of slow down and come looking for me slowly. And then I shoot this grenade box. Actually, that guy can't block the grenade box. I have to wait a bit longer. That's a bit of randomness. There we go. And then the reticle lines up perfectly for a headshot on the third guy. And I had to activate the switch, which is a mission objective. But yeah, if you shoot the grenade box, it just blows up. Now there's another guard here, which I can probably ignore. I just continue. He doesn't see me. He doesn't see me, right? He doesn't see me. Okay, perfect. Now there are 2 guards in this office, but I just run past them. And they don't see me, they don't shoot me. Perfect. I am also keeping track of my ammo because reloading is a bit slow. And I want to reload during an elevator coming up soon because I don't lose time when I do it there.
Gut gemacht, Fischer. Durch das Öffnen der
I
Türen
have
hast du hier aber auch
3
den
headshots left to give if I have to reload. I have 10 shots, so that's really good. So we do some
Missionsupdate.
quick snipes here. Quick and clean. Take them out.
Wir werden Ihnen Ivan überlassen.
Und was soll ich dann hier?
Ivan ist Techniker. Alles, was wir brauchen, um Nikolanze zu finden, ist Ivans Codeschlüssel.
Get rid of that guy.
Raus.
Now we have to interrogate this guy to take his encryption key.
Fischer, das wird dir gefallen.
We have finished all our mission objectives, so we can continue to the roof section.
Du wirst ein bisschen aufräumen müssen, bevor die Osprey landen und dich da raus.
Actually jump because the trigger is up there and I hit it a bit earlier like this. Now I go kinda out of bounce-ish. Well, not really, but... Okay, that was a bit weird. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, we're fine. So we go up here. Shoot the wall to distract these guys. And then just run past them. Now we do a tricky jump up here. Now in this section there are 3 guards. I'm just going to quickly shoot them by switching to rapid fire. And then just taking them out. There we go. Now we switch to the taser. Take out these guys. Everybody do the flop. There we go. They're chilling on the ground. We're just running past them. Easy. We just ignore this guy. He doesn't see us because it's very dark in this room. Now there are 3 guards here in this section. I tase one of them. And then quickly run to where I need to go. Now there is a cool trick here, but a bit tricky. I have to line it up a bit. Okay, so I hit Wilkes, which is this guy you just saw, with a taser as I'm entering the cutscene. And because it's knocked out, I skip some of his animation, which saves 8 seconds. And now instead of going down there, I just do a skip by doing a tricky jump up the wall into the next section, into the loading trigger. And that was Kalina Tech.
Unser Mann in Burma oder Myanmar.
Egal. Wo finde ich ihn?
Alright, Chinese Embassy 1, which is this level. The beginning is just a bit of parkouring. I run past enemies. Hopefully nothing will go wrong. Let's see.
Suche ich mir einen Atombunker und bete.
Wir haben uns verstanden.
2 guards, I just ignore them. I just run past them. They don't see me. Everything is good. No, another guard, which should not see me normally, but sometimes he does. Okay, good. And we can ignore these 2 guys as well. You saw me pull out the gun instead of taking the ladder, which is faster. It loses me health, but I'll need it anyway, so we're fine. No! when you shoot a taser... Actually messed up. I have to revert here. Actually messed up, I have to improvise. Let's see how to do this. Can they come into the water, please? This is not good. Okay, let me improvise. That works. Shoot cameras at their heads. But normally what I was supposed to do there, I was supposed to shoot the taser into the water. And everyone who's in the water will be tased. I would have knocked out 2 of the 3 guards and I would have tased the 3rd one manually. I kind of forgot because I haven't done any person in a while. So yeah, I messed that up. But it's fine. When you shoot the guards with the camera to the face, they get knocked out as well for some reason. I have to wait for this guy to turn around so we can go up here. Perfect. Now in the casual playthrough, we have to go up there and talk to a guy while we're doing a skip. I'm gonna take this guy out because I'm low on health, for safety reasons. And I'm doing a trick here. Instead of talking to the guy on the roof, I just jump to the loading trigger. There we go. Now over here, I have to have very fast and precise movement, which allows me to skip these 3 guards here because they won't see me. If I mess it up even slightly, they will see me. I mean, there is a bit of leeway, but you have to do it correctly still. You don't have too much room for mistakes. Oh, we got everything, that's nice. Alright, over here, we just taste this guy. Nothing too interesting. But there are a ton of guards here. And we just run past them. They don't see us. The barrier casually opens, or conveniently rather than casually. There's a dog here which I will take out because it can smell me. And we are getting to the... Wait, something saw me. Okay, I have to revert because something saw me. That's unusual. Let's try that again. I'm going to take out the dog this time, which should be fine. I don't actually know what saw me before, it was a bit odd. So we're entering the second laser mic section of the game, which is also the last one. And there's a lot happening here. So first of all, I have to listen to, I believe, 80% of it. And he starts talking after several seconds, so I'm going to line up here for an upcoming skip. So I have to listen to 80%, I think. When he says, das ist paranoid aber gut, I'll wait like 1 or 2 seconds extra and then I'll skip the dialogue. Otherwise the mission will fail. And then this guy that I'm listening to, Kong Fai Rong is his name, is going to get into the car and then go to the gate. I have to listen to him again. And then I have to wait for ages for him to drive through the gate. And then I can go to the end. But we have a skip here. A pretty cool one in my opinion. It was really difficult. Okay, I can skip the dialogue now. So what I'm doing here, I'm doing a lineup for something called the Gazebo Skip. It's a very difficult one, a very precise one. I will mess it up a few times, trust me. But yeah, perfect lineup. Now we use this gazebo for a wall jump. Oh, first try. Okay, that's amazing. And this allows us to go out of bounds. There's actually a tiny, tiny gap there we can jump through. There's an invisible wall, but there's a tiny gap I just went through. So while Kong Fai Rong takes in the car, I'm just lining up out of bounds here. Jumping onto the minivan and then jumping to the invisible platform. So as I said, the casual playthrough would have waited on the other side. The car drives here and I have to listen to him. But now I can listen to him for here. Then the NPC will spawn here. I can talk to and end the mission. And this saves a lot of time compared to the casual playthrough. I can skip the whole first dialogue there, which is a super long one. Now when I hear the second laughter, I know I can skip the dialogue. Listen to the beautiful voice acting. There we go. Alright, we are on the correct side now because of the skip. I will skip the longest dialogue so I can talk to the NPC as soon as she spawns. Whoops, that was the wrong one. There we go. And I finished the level. Now this is Abattoir. It starts very spicy. There's 3 guards here. I just sneak past them like that.
Machen uns die Toten oder die
Do a tricky jump up here. There's a minefield, by the way. I'm gonna show off the mines. But I just do a tricky jump up here, skipping the minefield. And then parkour through up here. Boing. And we skip all the mines. It's actually way harder than it looks in my opinion. You requires a bit of practice. So this is the antenna section. I take a very specific movement. Because if you make noise in the casual playthrough, you cannot hit the antenna button. The guys hear you, they will send 2 guards to the roof to check for you. But by taking that specific movement and being fast, I could activate it anyway. Before the guards can run to the roof and I can activate the cutscene right away. Nah, another dialogue. There's a bunch of them, I guess. A few of them. Okay, so...
Klingt, als hättest du ordentlich aufgeräumt. Das verschafft uns aber nur ein paar Minuten. Suche die
There's a lot of action now. Quickly shooting guards, running past them. Is what is going to happen for a while now.
Da ist was im Dunkeln. Es wird geschossen. Feind wird angegriffen.
Hier spricht Nicolas. Töte die amerikanischen Soldaten.
I should have shot him, that's fine, only took minimal damage. Normally, he starts opening the door later, and during the animation he cannot shoot me, so I can just run past him, but I had to improvise there. Now there are 3 guards here, and I take a few shots, so they are distracted. Because if I don't do that, they will be in the back of this room, and they will instantly shoot me when I get out into the hallway through this hole here. And you see me use the thermal vision because this is the freezer room. This is what it looks like without the thermal vision. So I can see something, I have to turn it on. Let's do some quick headshots. Some AI manipulation. He actually saw me. Let me try it again. Let me try it one more time, otherwise we'll do a backup strat. There we go. We just roll past that guard and then shoot this guy in the head as soon as he starts moving. Perfect. Now there are 3 guards here. I will just quickly try to kill them without taking too much damage. Just do one more guard here. Okay, good. Quickly reload while crawling through here. And we just ignore the next guard and go to the next section. There's a guard right to the left there. And then, yeah, now you can see him. I equipped the sticky cam so I can quickly take out some of the guards. But also to shoot off these lights. Because there's turrets here. I'm sorry. There's turrets here. Oh, I missed. And when I shoot the lights, turrets are distracted. Let me take care of this guy. There we go. Whoops, I missed. Yeah, the turrets will shoot at the light instead of me. I can just run past. There's another one down here.
Wer ist da?
2 more cameras to the face. Number 1. And number... Oh! Interesting. He shot me when he was dead.
Identifizieren Sie sich.
Number 1 and number 2. There we go. Now, again, there's a lot going on. I'm sorry for that. There's a lot going on in this run. There's going to be a lot of enemies to fight. Oh, I actually missed that shot. Let me try it again. I will make sure to kill this guard last. That's so I can still move. Because otherwise Sam freezes up for some reason. So, why I do that is... I can skip this dialogue, which triggers the ending dialogue. And I die during the ending dialogue, which makes me go to the next level. So I failed the mission successfully. I die, but I skip dialogue at the end, and it triggers the next level. So that's a bit odd, I know, but that's a thing. Let's quickly take out this guy. Went for the kitchen, turned off the lights so the cook doesn't see me and the guards don't see me. But yeah, again, just to clarify what happened before, I'm sorry, it's a lot. Yeah, I made sure to die during the last dialogue, and normally it's like 20 seconds of dialogue or something, it takes forever. And I could still move because of the sequence I killed the enemies in. Because normally Sam freezes up during the dialogue, but yeah, I died, skipped dialogue, failed mission, but succeeded the mission. That's all there is to it. Alright, there are 3 guards here. And all we have to do to get past them is to shoot this glass. And then the light on the top and then roll past them. And they don't see us for some reason. Just casually hack the computer and run past them. They don't see you. Now there are 2 guards. I will stun one of them. And then shoot the wall so the second guard gets distracted. I can run past them. I will make sure to open the right side door because there's a turret in the right there. We're shooting otherwise. So this door is blocking it now. And then we just YOLO past the turret. Alright, we shoot this light. So the guard coming up doesn't see us. And this is kind of interesting. When I shoot the smoke grenade, it will alert this guy and make him run towards me. Which allows me to grab him and use him in the retina scanner, which saves a lot of time. Like, he doesn't really see me, but for some reason in the game he knows where I was, so he runs right there. I don't know why exactly he does that. That's some AI manipulation. I get him right in front of the retina scanner and then I grab him. Now there are 3 guards here. They just take to the right and just get rid of this guy. And we're fine. The other 2 will not see me. Then I taste this guy. Now there's a guy entering a door code. I just wait for him to enter it and then run behind him. Crouch spam. Knock him out. There we go. Thanks for opening the door. Now over here, I taste the first guy and then the second guy turns around. I shoot him. This guy doesn't see us. We just do some little parkouring to roll into the cutscene. You see this gas tank pump thingy, right? I will have to shoot that. We should blow up these trucks. It's our mission objective. And when I blow them up, there's a cutscene rolling. But what I do is I roll over here and I open this hatchet while this cutscene is playing, which saves also a bit of time. A few seconds, I believe. Because I mean, the hatchet actually takes surprisingly long. But yeah, we already opened it during the cutscene. Then we just drop in here, taste this guy. Whoops. Come on, why am I getting stuck in the wall all the time? Now, there is a guy coming around the corner. He will be called into the office. I skipped the dialogue. See, it starts running faster. Alright. So what I have to do is now I have to just chase him for like 2 minutes. And you can play through... he will be entering door codes. And I have to use the thermal vision to see what codes he entered. But I already know them by heart. So just keep chasing. Make sure he doesn't see me because otherwise the mission will end. Tup, tup, tup. 1, 4, 5, 6. But you can see I showed off there with the thermal vision. You can see what buttons he pushed. And we wait for the elevator. Come on. Takes forever. We have to wait. There we go. All right. So there are 2 more doors. Still have to enter the code. This one is 1834. The other one's 7921. You might wonder, why don't I go through the door? It's already open. The thing is, if I go through it, Lambert will start crying and the mission will fail for no reason. I have to enter the code even though if the door is open. Now you see me roll into the cutscene. So I can get a quick grab on Kong Fire Wrong as soon as the dialogue ends. There we go. Quick grab. I will have him hack his computer. Then he will die under mysterious circumstances and question it. I don't know. We actually commit suicide by taking poison, but it looks ridiculous. And now we're cool and we just run through explosions. No problem. Everything is great. And we are entering the last level. Listen now. Did you hear that? What happened there is I negated the fall damage by bumping to that cliff. But the game thinks you were jumped from super high and you're gonna die to fall damage. So you get the death scream, but you don't actually die. That's a tricky jump. Let me try that again. There we go. Some parkouring at the beginning of this level. Yep. I love the death scream. Alright. Jump up here, do a small trick jump to get quickly as far as possible of the side. I missed it, try it again. I missed it, try it again. Oh, let's do it, come on. Yeah, first try, perfect. How does he do it? Well, 4 tries. It's our secret, no one has to know. Anyway, over here we have a bunch of guards, snipers on the towers. We have 2 dogs. And dogs in this game are very scary. What they will have to do is shoot the lights, because dogs can see you from very far away. If you're in the light. And I do an out of bounds trick by just jumping on the fence up here. And instead of going through the maze, we actually go above it. Isn't that cool? Look at that. And we go back inbounds. And we have infiltrated the presidential palace. What I'm picking up here is a one-way lockpick for later on. And what I just equipped is the Diversion Camera. It's a camera that makes noise, which attracts the enemies and you can gas them. But I don't actually need the noise function. I just take 2 shots here, or a few shots. And then use the gas to get rid of these guards quickly. And I just run past them. There's 4 guards heavily armed and we just took them all out. I actually did the wrong strat here. Okay, this is a bit tricky. I will try to jump on this lamp. There we go. And then jump up here, which is a very difficult jump. I'm glad I got it. There's a bunch of guards in that room, by the way. I just skipped most of them. Now there are 2 guards to the side. I ignore them for now. I need to take care of this guy. Here we go. I kept the diversion camera again. This is why I picked up the one-way lockpick before. I just run through the laser, which triggers an alarm, which will get the 2 guards I just skipped to run towards me, which is not that much of a problem. Quick scope that guy, hack the computer, which is the mission objective. Now the 2 guards are running towards me, but this is the strat. When they open the door, I just use the gas, and I can just run past them like that. Now there's 1 more guard right here behind this door. This one's actually really easy to skip. We just crouch spam a bit and then go to the door. Now this is the last section of the whole run. This run has been going pretty well, I believe.
Wir haben die Bibliothek erreicht. Nikolazzi ist drin. Achtung
Whoops,
an alle.
wrong code.
Ihr berge die Arche. Bereitet euch auf Abmarsch vor.
I will throw 2 smoke grenades. And the spawns of these guys is completely random. And I got all 3 of them, which is perfect. But yeah, the spawn is random, so I'm happy I got all of them. I shoot the lights so the bodies are hidden. And now we're entering the library. There's going to be a bunch of guards storming in as soon as dialogue ends. Which makes this section harder in German, by the way, because the dialogue ends faster, so the enemy starts rushing in. Enemies start rushing in faster. But the strat is pretty straightforward. You just YOLO it. Ooh, I take a lot of damage. I don't like that. I'm gonna revert. Okay, much better. Alright. Over here, we're going to have to grab this guy. Whoops, I didn't mean to fall down there. I was actually supposed to block him and then grab him early, but this is fine. We have to use him for the retina scanner. Then we get ambushed by a squad. I don't know how many people it is, but quite a lot. But we skip all the dialogues here. Okay, as soon as I skip the next dialogue after this one, there will be a blackout, and I will use the confusion to take a very specific path to run past all these guys before they can start shooting me. And ideally, I will not take damage here. Perfect. Very good. Alright. So you see the guy, whose name is Nicolas, by the way, get escorted here. We have to go where he's right now. But there is a courtyard here with a bunch of guards. So we're going to take it safe and just shoot a bunch of lights with the camera to take him out. Do a small trick jump up here. Perfect. Guards don't see me because there's no light anymore. Now as soon as I drop here, there will be a cutscene with Nicolas again. And what I have to do now is I have to assassinate him. So that's what we're going to do. Just going to scope him through the window, shoot his head, and... We're approaching the end of the run, by the way. Get ready for the timer. When I enter the door coming, I will call it. But for now, I just do some trick jumping here. Go kinda out of bounds, but not really. Skipping all these guards. Okay, when I enter the next door, time is coming up. So... Time. So you saw me roll there and just zoom past all the enemies that are guarding the doors. So, that was Splinter 90%. V1. Alright, I'm sorry that the commentary was a bit rushed. That was a very spontaneous run. I had to jump in for another runner. I hope you guys still enjoyed the run. Actually, I don't know if I can stop talking or if you're in the transition or not. Can someone please let me know in the Discord? Anyway, if you want to follow me on twitch.tv/DistroTV, I currently try to do damageless runs of this game. And yeah, I don't have much more to say except for thanks for having me, shots fired very spontaneously. All right, I am done here.